Outdoor grilling with beef here on Great Tastes of Manitoba, in the backyard with Barkman, and here with Adriana Barros from Manitoba Beef Producers. We are doing Korean barbecue beef short ribs today. Now, these are kind of cool. There's a cool history with them. They're called Korean style. They're also called Maui ribs. It's sort of an interesting history. That's kind of where they became famous in the 1950s in Maui in Hawaii. But here we are, and tell us a little bit about what you want. First of all, are they hard to find?
No, actually, these can be found at any of your local grocery stores, as well as if you walk into any butcher shop. This is going to be something that every butcher is going to know about. They can either go by, as you were mentioning, it can either go by the Korean style short ribs or the Maui style short ribs. The technical term that your butcher would know, though, is this is a flanken cut.
A flanking cut, okay.
So what that means is traditionally we see a lot of the I guess, English style short ribs where they're just cut, you know, just sliced
chunks
throughout. Yeah, exactly. So these are actually cut horizontally, so across the bone. So you'll see here that you get a much larger portion of meat section here.
Long
so these
and
are
lean, yeah.
really nice meaty rib, and also lend themselves really nicely to be sliced. So they can either be served, you know, as an entree or as an appetizer. They're really quite versatile and great for entertaining.
Cool.
Okay, so let's start with our marinade, because that's a really important part of seasoning these ribs.
Okay, well, does this go in the marinade? Because the wind...
The wind is out of control.
I want to put this in so I can let go of that bowl. And what was that?
You put in our rice wine vinegar as well as our sesame oil. So that's going to give some really great flavor, as well as we have some soy sauce in there.
Soy sauce.
So it's already in our freezer bag.
Okay.
So we're gonna go ahead with some sweetness. We have our brown sugar.
Now that's one of the things also, because I read a bunch of different recipes, and it seems as sweet is really important with the Korean style ribs.
That's right. It's a sweet and savory style of rib, and that flavor really comes out when you're barbecuing. So I just added about half of the green onions that I had there, because I'm going to save the rest for my garnish.
Right. Okay.
I have a good amount of ginger and garlic here.
Okay. Woo!
So I'll give you that.
Okay.
And then same goes with, I have some toasted sesame seed here.
And you want to hold back a little bit of that as well.
I'm just going to put about half, and then we will use the other half to garnish.
Perfect.
We also have a natural sweetener.
Yeah, more sweet, right?
Our
Asian pear.
Our Asian pear, also known as ya pear. So
ya?
Yeah, it's kind of one of those. You go to the grocery store and you just look around, and they kind of have different names, but it's a really great firm pear. Kind of tastes a little bit like an apple and a pear mixed together. It's really quite nice.
Well, I guess you could use a Bartlett pear too if it's a little more on the...
If that's easier to find.
If it's not super ripe.
That's right.
That might work too.
So Des is grating that. So she has it shredded. That will go into our marinade as well. Okay. So I'm going to get these short ribs right in our freezer bag. And
I'm going to step on your foot so you don't blow away.
No kidding.
I'm worried about you.
It's so windy. I'll get right in that river, hey?
Yeah. No, you're not going. No, you are not.
No.
You are not.
So I'll get our beautiful short ribs into our freezer bag with our marinade, and Des is gonna throw in our pear in there.
Pour that spoon?
Use that.
All right.
So our butcher paper doesn't fly away here.
Yeah. I can get rid of that for you in a sec.
Okay. So these short ribs marinate for 24 hours. So it's really nice recipe that you can kind of, you know, make this quickly, walk away from it, leave it overnight in your fridge, and then you can go right to it right before either you have people over, right before dinner, and get them on the grill. So I have some that have already marinated.
So, but it's because the cut is a little bit different, they do have to marinate. That's a pretty important part of it too, right? 24 hours got to be in there?
Yeah, you have to do it overnight. So 24 hours is best. You can do 12 to 24 hours. And that is because it's a tougher cut of meat, such as any short rib. You're gonna want to either cook it low and slow with the traditional short rib, or you're gonna, with the flanken, Maui, or Korean style cut, you're gonna want to have it marinated for a little bit of time. So these are really nice because they go onto our hot grill.
Oh yeah. You can just hear that happening.
They cook up in about 3 minutes aside.
So fast. So you're not waiting around.
No. So great.
Everybody's having a sip, and you've got your short ribs on there, and they're done. So absolutely fantastic. Korean barbecue beef short ribs. And when we come back, we're going to take the burger to a whole new level, cheese-stuffed barbecue beef burgers, when we return on Great Tastes of Manitoba.
You're watching Great Tastes of Manitoba, brought to you in part by Manitoba Liquor Mart. Please drink responsibly. Moderation tastes so much better.